So the first video of this week is T is for Toilet, the ABCs of Death, uploaded by the evil genius himself, Lee Hardcastle. I'm gonna just give y'all a warning now. Lee Hardcastle, one of the most, well, you know what? We're just gonna now, this was sent to us by Sweet T. Everybody, y'all know the rules. Clear out, move. I ain't talking to y'all right now. It's just me and Sweet T. Sweet T, you so sweet. I just want to say, I hope you having a good Sunday. And if you are here right now with me, I give you this chewy bar. It's so chewy. Bro, I'm scared. Why would you, like, even put the wrong screw? I guess my boy got what was coming to him for what he did to them hamsters. The next one is called Afternoon Class, animation short film, uploaded by Osro. Now this was sent to us by Master Yuki, who creepily said, "Oh, you enjoy your sleep tonight." So I don't know if that's like a message or if that's like a foreshadowing. You got cameras in my house, Yuki? Already love the animation. Bro, I remember those days. Falling asleep in class. Afternoon class. Oh my. How the whole class knocked out? Why is the teacher not even talking? Oh my gosh. It really be like that. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. My man's silent concert back there. Bro, he's really stabbing himself? Are you gonna talk to the class with your Egyptian hieroglyphs on the wall? Dude, he's losing it, man. Why does everybody else get to sleep? I go to sleep too. The heck? This is crazy. I hope this is like a dream, because he's like assaulting people. What? Okay. Dude, everybody's asleep. Your class sucks. You don't even talk. What the heck? Okay, that was a nice little break from the spooky, I guess. Animation was really good. So, Yuki, you can get a pass for that one.
But this is Spooky Scary Sundays.
This next one is Blood is Thicker Than Water, uploaded by Snarled. Hey, how's it going, Ante Sapphire? This was sent to us by Samurai Brother Makai and my guy, Bars. Hopefully you're doing well today. Slow down, what's going on, Makai? Bro, they blew up the whole house? Alright, go in the trunk. There is a lock. The combination is 971. Open it up. There is an RPG ready lock.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Wanna hear something scary?
Whoa! I haven't seen that kind before.
Lady Blanca.
Woo!
The following is inspired by a true story from Hazel. My parents split early in my life, when I was around 7 years old.
Yeah.
Mom got to keep the house, and us along with it. My mom blamed the divorce on my grandma. Grandma was from my father's side, and she absolutely despised us. We had to take her in as she got older, but she was never grateful. She would claim to feed me and my sister, only to leave us hours without food.
Wow.
She was filthy and would make us clean up after her. Worst of all, she constantly chided my father for marrying my mom. She would call us worthless, and she would tease me and my sister until we cried.
Dang,
Soon,
Grandma.
it was enough for my mom. And Dad left, thankfully with Grandma.
Hold up. Is that the theme for today? Because I just uploaded another granny video. My guy, is this even an animation? I mean, we're already invested. I'm not sure what to do at this point, but this isn't like an animation. All right, I found another one. Let's see if it's good.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Wanna hear something scary?
Yeah, I do. Snarled, I do. Chapter 1, Autopilot.
From
my
cautionary
little-
tales about technology to creepy pastas that will keep you up at night, this next volume is all about the internet. Have you ever forgotten your phone? When did you realize you'd forgotten it? The realization
Immediately.
probably didn't dawn on you spontaneously.
Yeah, I did.
More likely, you reached for your phone and were momentarily confused by it not being there. Then you did a mental restep of the morning's events. In my case, my phone's alarm woke me up as normal, but I realized the battery was lower than I expected. So I put it on the counter to charge it while I showered instead of into my bag like normal. It was a momentary slip from the routine, but that was all it took. Once in the shower, my brain got back into the routine it follows every morning, and that was it. Forgotten. This wasn't just me being clumsy, as I later researched. This is a recognized brain function. Your brain doesn't just work on one level, it works on many. Like when you're walking somewhere, you think about your destination and avoiding hazards, but you don't think about keeping your legs moving properly. I wasn't thinking about regulating my breathing. I was thinking whether I should grab a coffee on the drive to work. I wasn't thinking about moving my breakfast through my intestines. I was wondering whether I'd finish on time to pick up my daughter Emily from daycare after work or get stuck with another late fee. This is the thing. There's a level of your brain that just deals with the routine so that the rest of the brain can think about other things. Most people call it autopilot, but there's danger there. If you have a break in your routine, your ability to remember and account for the break is only as good as your ability to stop your brain going into routine mode. But I didn't stop my brain entering routine mode. I got in the shower as normal, routine started, exception forgotten, autopilot engaged. I showered, I shaved, the radio forecast amazing weather. I gave Emily her breakfast and loaded her into the car. She was so adorable that morning. She complained about the bad sun blinding her, saying it stopped her having a little sleep on the way to daycare. That was the routine. It didn't matter that my phone was on the counter, charging silently. My brain was in the routine, and in the routine, my phone was in my bag. This is why I forgot my phone. Not clumsiness, not negligence, nothing more than my brain entering routine mode and overriding the exception. Autopilot engaged. I left for work. It's a swelteringly hot day already. The bad sun had been burning since before my traitorously absent phone woke me. The steering wheel was burning hot to the touch when I sat down. I heard Emily shift over behind my driver's seat to get out of the glare. But I got to work, submitted the report, attended the morning meeting. It's not until I took a quick coffee break and reached for my phone that the illusion shattered. I did a mental restep.
Dang.
I remembered the dying battery. I remembered plugging it into the wall. I remembered leaving it there. My phone was on the counter. Autopilot disengaged. Again, therein lies the danger. Until you have that moment, the moment you reach for your phone and shatter the illusion, that part of the brain is still in routine mode. The day continued to bake. The morning haze gave way to the relentless fever heat of the afternoon. People swapped coffees for iced smoothies, jackets discarded, sleeves rolled up, ties loosened, brows mopped. The park slowly filled with sunbathers and barbecues. Window frames threatened to warp. The thermometer continued to swell. Thankfully, the offices were air-conditioned. Still cursing myself for forgetting my phone, I drove home. The day's heat had baked the inside of the car, releasing a horrible smell from somewhere. When I arrived on the driveway, the stones crunching comfortingly under my tires, my wife greeted me at the door. "Where's Emily?" As if the phone wasn't bad enough. After everything, I'd left Emily at the daycare after all. I immediately sped back there and started practicing my excuses, wondering vainly if I could charm my way out of a late fee. I saw a piece of paper stuck to the door. "Due to vandalism overnight, please use side door. Today only." Overnight? What? The door was fine this I froze. My knees shook. Vandals. A change in the routine. My phone was on the counter. I hadn't been here this morning. My phone was on the counter. I'd driven past because I was drinking my coffee. I'd not dropped Emily off. My phone was on the counter. She'd moved her seat. I hadn't seen her in the mirror. My phone was on the counter. She'd fallen asleep out of the bad sun. She didn't speak when I drove past her daycare. My phone was on the counter. She changed the routine. My phone was on the counter. She changed the routine and I'd forgotten to drop her off. My phone was on the counter. 9 hours. That car. That baking sun. No water. No power. No help. No help. Heat. A steering wheel too hot to touch. That smell. I walked to the car door. Numb. Shock. I opened the door. My phone was on the counter and my daughter was dead. Autopilot disengaged.
Start crying. My eyes are watering. Oh my gosh, bro, this man left his daughter in the car when he went to work for 9 hours. I mean, if he got child locks on, she wouldn't have been able. Oh, parents, don't leave your freaking kids, pets, anything organic inside of a car. I got a quick story. There was this one time this actually happened to me. It wasn't for 9 hours, but my dad, we were in Detroit, like downtown Detroit, and my dad was getting his haircut at this place. He always went to the same raggedy place. He left me in the car because he said, like, in a barber shop they smoke a lot and blah blah. So he left me in the car. He was like, be right back, about 20-25 minutes, which is like even still a long time. Daddy, I'm an adult now, so we don't gotta call Child Protective Services, but I was in that car for like 2-3 hours. Now this last one's pretty long. It's called Vexed, uploaded by Glass Cabin Films. Now this was sent to us by It's Miracle, and I just want to say you are a miracle to the world. We are so blessed to have you, if you're a good person, that is. Miracle, I will find you. Because with a name like that, you better be doing the good work. If not, I'm gonna put you in the dirt. Glass Cabin Films. This is Puppet Combo? No, I'm not trying to watch.
Please, no. Oh my god. Why are you doing this? Please, no. Help me.
What is happening?
Somebody.
We jumping right into the action.
Oh my god.
Roll the credits. On to the next one. Wow.
What did you think?
It was good.
Are you on Instagram?
No,
Yes, you
I
are.
was just checking in.
You
You weren't
freaking
watching,
bum.
were you?
It's not like I haven't seen this before.
What are you talking about?
A group of unnaturally good-looking high school students getting stalked and murdered in the woods by a serial killer.
It's not always in the woods. Sometimes it's in a house or in a creepy hospital.
I knew the entire plot of the movie just by reading the title.
That's not true.
Blood Summer 4, Beach Vacation Massacre.
Okay,
Blood
so you
Summer
don't like
Four.
slashers. How about any other horror movies?
Let's see. Haunted houses, demon possessions, or zombie apocalypses. That's about it, right?
How can you not like horror movies?
It's not that I don't like them, they just don't scare me.
The Shining?
Too many hallways.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I've had nightmares that are scarier.
The Exorcist?
I haven't watched it all the way through, but the crucifix scene was pretty hot, right?
Ew. Gross.
I'm not as hot as you.
The heck?
Well, next time maybe we can watch one of your silly Seth Rogen movies.
Got him.
Hey,
Red
you know how
dot.
hard it is to be funny?
Dude, I don't even
Judd
try.
Apatow is a genius.
I'm hilarious.
Comedic timing is everything. It's a lot harder than running around screaming being chased by some mouth breather with a steak knife.
Mouth breather?
You know what I mean?
Get you a new boyfriend. Facts.
Well, don't be mad at me.
Excuse me?
Well, yeah. You know I love watching your little horror movies.
She was. Ooh, you're dead, my
It's
friend.
just, they don't scare me. I mean, I've seen a million of these movies, and I just end up laughing more than anything. I want to be scared.
My camera died at the worst time, or maybe the best time. Prepare your butt cheeks, cause it's about to get scary. Hold up. I mean, let's rewind that, a couple seconds.
They don't scare me. I mean, I've seen a million of these movies, and I just end up laughing more than anything. I want to be scared. That's the whole point, right?
The point about what?
Turn around, turn around.
Are you okay?
Ooh.
How did you...
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
She got all that makeup on, and you about to go to bed like that? Or something about to happen. Uh-oh. Take the time, take the time. What is that, 2:24? Times is always important in scary stuff. Babe, wake up.
Leah, wake up.
Nick, I swear to God.
Don't do
I
that.
heard something.
Chill. Ain't that serious?
What?
Shh. Heard a noise.
What kind of noise? Shh. What kind of noise? I don't hear anything.
Reach for the heater.
What is that?
I don't know.
Go check.
I'm gonna go check. You go check.
Nick.
I'm the man in the house. I'll be back. Think I'm about to have my girl check? You stay your pretty behind right here. Who in my house? Prepare the house.
Nick.
Okay.
Get up, elf. Profile look like one of them freaking elves from Grinch Stole Christmas. Dude, you're unarmed. That was your first mistake. What are you gonna do if there's an intruder? Then you're supposed to tell your girl to stay in a room and lock the door. You don't want to be in a hostage situation. Why does no one think of these things? Look, she could get grabbed up. Somebody, oh my gosh. What? do? What are you gonna do? You don't have a weapon. Look at him. I don't know. You should have been ready with the heater. I would have hit that corner like this. Woo! Woo!
God.
What do we do?
Get that chair, hurry. Quick.
Who are they? What do they want? What do you want?
Leah, calm down, okay?
Calm down!
Call the cops.
Stop yelling!
It's not working.
What?
Your password is not working.
Oh, I changed it. It's 5221.
What?
5221.
Oh, because he
No,
got
I heard
he
you,
got
but why
other
did you
girls.
change your password?
Leah, we don't have time for this. Just call the cops. Leah! 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 Leah!
All right, they got
Leah!
teleportation powers confirmed.
Leah!
What?
Leah!
Oh, he having a nightmare. Oh, God.
No!
Whoa, 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 whoa there! Whoa!
What happened?
You okay?
Where are they?
Ooh, you
Calm
need
down,
to
Aaron
sleep.
Carter. It
You
was
were
a dream.
dreaming.
What?
Oh, did you have a nightmare?
No, we already did this, and we went to bed, and there's these people, but they weren't people. They had these weird blank faces, and they took you. You disappeared. It felt so real.
Nick, baby, it's okay. You were dreaming. God, I've never seen you so scared. Well, maybe next time you won't fall asleep during a horror movie.
Bruh, she about to get grabbed. Well, we know it's not over. Have a little intermission. This one's a long one, all right? I'm telling y'all. I would have hit the corner like freaking Leon on RE2, all right? I would have came in like... Your girl mighty quiet in there.
Stupid.
There, that's copyright. We muting that or skipping it. Oh! Oh my gosh. He's dead. He's dead. How was her junk that loud with no speaker? Bro. You making more popcorn? Bro, this is so weird. Ooh! Woo! Turn that bull
Nick?
crap off.
Hello? Nick?
That is humanity. top beat.
Where the heck is he at?
Leah?
Nick?
Leah, what's going on? What is this? What's happening?
Oh my god. I don't understand.
You gotta help me, okay? I don't know what's going on. Please.
Oh, you're in the...
I'm scared, okay?
Get out of there! No! No, get away! No! Nick!
What? Oh, you got a little oil on your lip. All right. That was just weird, but I enjoyed that. I'm glad you guys like murder, because the skits at the beginning, they're not really skits. I'm a killer masquerading as a killer. First one of this week is called Happiness, and it was uploaded by Steve Cuts. Now this was sent to us by Bria Cherry, who said, "Are you happy?" I think I'm a pretty happy guy, especially when you slice that like button. You know, that makes me the happiest. But thank you for sending this, Bria, and let's see what time it is. Well, I mean, it kind of is scary because it's real. That was so meta. You gotta ask yourself, what's happiness to you? And I don't want to get all deep. I mean, we just started. A word of advice: don't seek out happiness in your materials and all the things that you buy. Hate to be the one to tell you this, but you'll never be happy that way. This next one is called We're Watching You, and it was uploaded by one of the GOATs, Llama Arts. Now this was sent to us by Magic. I think that might be Blaze. Anyway, they said, ha ha ha, good luck. Good luck, huh? Yeah, we'll see who's gonna need good luck. Ain't gonna be me. Story by Andre Fidelia. Voices by Christian Johnston and Erica Letitia. Animated by Llama Arts.
Oh, okay.
This is not a narration? This is an actual story? Oh. Y'all see something? Oh, yep. Hey, listen. I don't got time for you, Playboy. I don't got time for you. Don't walk towards me in the nighttime, all right? Well, foggy, I don't know if it's night. Better take your behind on the other side of the street. I'm gonna start acting crazy. Guys, you got plenty of options to disarm a situation like this. Ah! 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 Do what you gotta do. Ah, my neck! You can literally do anything and people will be like, whoa, whoa. Roaches! Roaches! I'm telling you, I will act crazy. You won't want to kidnap me no more. Roaches! Roaches! What is wrong with me? Yep. You're not gonna want me anymore.
Everything okay, ma'am?
See, he trying to talk. Whoa! He needs some help.
Huh.
Why are you outside with no umbrella?
Chill. There's no people. It's a quiet neighborhood. Maybe I'm just exaggerating.
Yeah, I mean, just getting drenched, soaking wet in the freaking rain. Sir, Do you need something?
Is there something I can help you with, sir?
First of all, why are you talking to them? Like he can talk back. His mouth, look! And he talking to him like this is normal. Like toes all out. I'm not talking to you. No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Come on, man. You're seriously freaking me out.
Whoa. Yeah, this dude having a nightmare.
Okay, alright, I get it. No one calls me on my birthday, so this is, I guess, what you decided to do instead? Listen, guys, I played enough Silent Hill, okay? This is nothing.
We're watching you.
What the hell?
You like to be seen.
Oh! You ain't catching me. Not happening. Oh yeah, he tweaking.
There's no one here. What's happening?
You tweaking, brother. Whoa! Yo, I recognize that guy.
You like to be seen. What the f are you people talking about? Please be a dream. Please be a dream.
What? What did you eat last night?
How the hell did I get here? Where are those people? What were those people? Hello? Is anyone here?
What? See? Nah. Now y'all gotta get this RPG. What do you even do in this situation?
Stop it!
There's a lot of people out there. No! I knew he was about to do that.
Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this video.
What?
Llama...
What? So was he just crazy? Now this next one's a quickie. It's called Power Outage MP4 and it was uploaded by Squimpus McGrimpus. Now this was sent to us by Arpon, who said this was one of the scariest FNAF tapes they've ever seen. So Arpon, I want to say thank you for sending me this. Here's a Nutri-Grain bar. Go ahead and leave your name, address, phone number, and social security number so I know where to send it. Thank you. Oh. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Dude, this looks so real! My eyes are watering. My eyes are watering. My eyes are watering. This brings me back to 2014. Freddy, please! 6 a.m. 6 a.m. As long as the music is going, we're okay. 6 a.m., Freddy. We're freaking dead. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming and I still jumped. The nostalgia. Guys, go watch my first Five Nights at Freddy's video. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Coryxkenshin here, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's. No, this isn't gonna be a good time. August 2014, back when your boy had 2,000 subscribers. This game is what popped your boy off. Alright, this next one is called Can you read? This next one is called Facial Recognition Testing. Also by Squimpus McGrimpus.
Alright, this is a recording of the facial recognition tests on the new animatronics.
Okay.
I thought I'd just use this one because they've all got the same endoskeleton anyway.
Okay.
So, how this is going to work is I'm going to show him pictures of people. It'll alternate between a picture of an innocent and a person who's committed some kind of crime.
What?
When he sees a face, his eye...
What are these animatronics for inner... Do I need to drink some water? Like, what is wrong with me? Now, are these animatronics for entertainment? Or are these night security bots? What you talking about? We gonna show him a picture of somebody who committed a crime and an innocent.
When he sees a face, his eyelids should go up a little bit. When it's a criminal, he should play a tone and open his mouth. Hopefully, if this goes well, we can start going into specifics. Alright, first picture, innocent.
Oh! Look at the eyes!
Alright, good. Second, criminal. Good, very good.
But
Alright, we'll do a few more.
the eyes went up too, though.
Innocent. Criminal. Innocent. Criminal. Innocent.
Let me tell you what's about to happen. It's about to look at him, and it's about to get up.
What's this doing here? The hell?
What? Oh!
Hey, hey, no!
How did I call that out?
Look, I know we can't have that guy back here, but you can't just put shit in without telling me. I could have died. Damn it, you know what? How about you take your facial recognition and shove it? Because I'm not working in this death trap anymore, starting right now!
That animatronic said, shut your mouth.
Criminal.
Purple guy. The video is still playing. Okay. Why was that the scariest part? Look at my eyes! My eyes is watering! Look at his face! Look! Bro, this is top 10 curse images I've ever seen in my life. Bro, I'm about to start crying. Oh my God. I'm crying. I'm crying! This is when you know that I'm creeped out. Look at his face. And then the criminal. Hairs on the back of my neck at full attention right now. Criminal. The next one is called 5 Minute Dating, and it was uploaded by Deformed Lunchbox, who we reacted to I think a week ago or 2 weeks ago, but they got some good stuff. Now this was sent to us by Fluffy Potato, who said this one creeped me out. Hopefully it creeps me out, especially after that last one. I'm really on edge right now.
Checking, 1, 2, checking.
Your lips!
Welcome everyone to 5 Minute Dating. I hope that tonight many of you will finally meet your soulmates. Please wear the name tag for the whole session.
Oh, hello. Sorry I'm a bit late.
Okay. Well, I think this week we'll have the females stay at the tables and the men will move around. So if you'd like to have a seat first at one of the tables.
Okay.
Hey, grab a seat. The first session's about to start.
Is there a particular seat I should... Oh, dear.
Now remember, everyone, please remain
My
silent
dude
until
has
the
some
buzzer
type
goes
of
off.
accident.
So, Emily, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Just don't say anything, okay? Let's not make this any more difficult than it needs to be.
Wow.
What happened to your face?
Oh, it's quite a funny story, actually.
What
You don't
happened?
have to be afraid. I'm truly quite harmless. Truly quite harmless.
Madeline, you got the audacity.
Why do people call you Slash?
Well, probably due to the way
Black
my
chick.
my face looks. It's quite hideous, really.
Poor, poor, poor,
Whoa!
poor lonely man, huh? Poor.
Yeah, whatever.
Fantastic setup for this dating service, wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. You're not really my type.
I haven't
It's
said
just
anything.
Your face.
Wow,
It's
okay.
so...
No.
Hello there, I'm Slash. How do you do?
She's someone that's gonna see inner beauty.
I'm Sarah.
Well, hello, Sarah. So, what do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a kindergarten teacher.
That's quite lovely. And do you... Oh. Hi.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Sometimes happens to me.
Yeah. Dang. What? Hey! Sarah, honey. Dude, like, just being straight up, like, what happened, you know? Like, no funny, no jokes.
What's wrong?
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at my... Well,
Guess I'm not really what people expect at these things. I know I'm hideous, okay?
Sarah, I don't think you're hideous. I think you're beautiful.
Aww. Hey, let's get up out of here.
I think you're beautiful too.
Aww.
Sarah, would you like to come over for dinner tonight?
Lured me in with that little cute moment they had. Now this man in her guts.
Yeah.
Oh! That was fire. Last one for this week is called She Knows, and it was uploaded by Spencer Keller. Now this was sent to us by Alex Hook, who said, enjoyed this scary shirt film. We know what you meant, Alex. And this guy Spencer's at 982 subscribers. So if this is really good, I want you guys to go ahead and get him up to 1,000 at least. Oh! Dang. She knows.
Be on the lookout. Police in Texas are looking for this 14-year-old girl, and they say could be in serious danger. She was last seen on January 27th. That's when the girl's parents say they last heard from their daughter when she texted them from school. On Friday,
14?
service praying for the girl's safe return.
Rage, intolerance, anger. It's what a lot of Americans are feeling across our nation right now.
Right now is a moment we can all.
Dang, bro. That's messed up.
Hey, man.
What's up?
I was just calling to check in, see how you are.
I'm alright. How about you?
I killed her!
I'm good.
I killed her!
I was just wondering where you...
You know, some people, they just burst. Like, they can't contain it. That's why a bunch of killers end up getting caught, because they gotta tell somebody.
I was just calling to check in, see how you are.
I'm Gucci.
I'm alright. How about you?
I'm good. I was just wondering where you put her.
What?
Where did you put her?
What do you mean?
Where did you put her?
Oh my gosh.
Where did you put her? Where did you put her? Where did you put her? Where did you put her?
Yeah. Just turn yourself in, bro. You gotta go the rest of your life as keeping this a secret, and you already tweaking? So you just about to go home and watch a movie? And he was eating Mott's fruit snacks. Wow.
A truly remarkable creature. The winged rat has the ability to sniff out its mates from miles away.
The winged rat sniff out his mates. What? Where's your headboard? He's struggling. Got a mattress against the wall. Don't go in there. The woman doesn't even live in his house. Oh, gosh! Did he just get a heater? Oh, baseball bat. I was about to say. They about to hit us with that nastiest. Hello? Why is she so tall? Spencer! Why'd you have to end it right there? Imagine she would have started coming out like, and then he like run downstairs. But that's a horror short film, not a horror film. That was good. Guys, can we get this guy to 5,000 subscribers? If you got that message, then they not dead.
It happened a few years ago. I was hanging out at the local mall with a couple of my friends, just chatting, as usual.
Okay.
All my friends had social media accounts, like Facebook or Instagram, and they would focus on it sometimes when we were goofing around together. Drake, one of my friends, was saying that he met a girl from Facebook. He also told us that he really liked her, and that he was going out with the girl that night.
Not bad.
We joked with him that he was going to be going out with some 40-year-old man. Like those kind of jokes, you know. A couple of hours later, we had to go back home, so we all left the mall. When I got back home, I went inside my room to watch some TV. It was almost midnight when I got a text from my friend saying,
Young money.
"Hey, just finished the date." So I texted back, "Was he pretty?" He replied, "Very funny. Jokes aside, my car broke down and I need you to pick me up." Then he sent me an address. Well, I'm not the kind of person who ignores when my friend needs a hand. So I asked my parents if I could take the car, and they
Still
said
at
yes.
home? You sound about 30.
My phone and texted again, on my way. Soon I got to the address he sent me and parked in the driveway. While I was going up the stairs, I kind of had a creepy feeling.
Come outside.
As if I was being watched. Anyway, I rang the doorbell and heard someone say, "Come in." At first, I didn't recognize the voice. It was neither my friend's voice nor a female voice. So I just figured that it might be the girl's dad. Well, I was a bit surprised that the door was already open. But anyway, I walked in. And when I closed the door behind me, I saw this man watching TV with the girl and my friend.
What the frick are you doing
I
inside
said,
there?
"Hey, Drake."
All right.
However, for some reason, he didn't respond. I had a strange feeling. So I slowly walked up to Drake. And I would never forget what I saw at that moment. The girl and my friend Drake were stabbed, and they were already dead.
Dang.
They were put in a position in a way that it looked like they were sitting. So I thought they were just watching TV like that. I looked over at the man watching TV, and I saw that he was holding a bloody knife in one hand and my friend's phone in his other hand. He was smiling. The man turned his head toward me, stood up and said, "Hello, young man. It's your turn." I tried to run out of the door, but because he was laughing so loudly, I was terrified, and I couldn't move.
What?
But there was no choice. When he approached me, I abruptly kicked him, knocked him down, and managed to run outside. Fortunately, he didn't chase after me, but I didn't care. I just got in my car and drove off straight to my home. As soon as I got home, I woke my parents and told them about what had happened. And of course, they contacted the police. The police arrived pretty fast and raided the house, but didn't find my friend, the girl, or even the man. And to this day, they still haven't found any clues. Now I'm grown up and I'm living on my own with my wife and newborn daughter. I always think about what would have happened to me if I was unable to run away that day. And my friend Drake, his face keeps coming up in my mind all the time since then.
Dang. Sorry, Drake. These intros, they just put you in a creepy... My gosh!
Story happened to me on a Thursday night when I was home alone in my apartment complex.
Bet.
I live with my roommate Josh, who was usually out with his girlfriend, so that gave me the luxury of having the place to myself.
Josh.
I was video chatting with 3 classmates of mine on Facebook Messenger. Their names were Eric, Craig, and Cindy. This was my first interaction with them as our professor selected us to be in a group project together.
Okay.
Throughout the night, we brainstormed ideas while getting more acquainted with one another. This is when the story gets a bit weird.
How?
Eric spontaneously asked the group chat, "Hey guys, want to see something cool?"
No.
What is it?
"Getting an A+ in this project would be cool." "Sure, man, what's up?"
That's
Eric
me.
sends the group chat a photo. I click the chat icon and see a disturbing image of a woman with her arms and legs missing.
Listen, Eric, what are you sending this to me for? This is gonna be... Oh my... Y'all know what this is, right? No! It's one of those chain email things. Send this to 5 people or you die. Then those 5 people gotta send it to 5 more people or they die. Now it's 25 people that's sending this. Thank you. And that sneeze does not take away this serious moment. Don't involve me in none of this foolery, Eric.
What the hell?
Ew! Why are you sending us this?
Right!
Dude, where the hell did you get that photo?
I'll tell you, but you guys really need to keep this a secret. Promise me you won't tell anyone.
What are you, a killer?
This isn't marketing related, but okay, I guess.
Sure, dude. Please don't tell me you were the sicko who took that pic.
I didn't. I actually got the photo from the dark web.
Dude, you go on the dark web?
What's the dark web?
Bad idea, don't.
Supposedly it's this hidden part of the internet where you can buy illegal stuff. I personally wasn't that educated about the dark web, but I did hear rumors about it growing up. I've always acknowledged the existence of these kinds of things growing up, but I was still unaware as to what potential atrocities lie within the online world.
Bad one.
Eric then says,
Yeah, I just recently started getting into it. I found the photo from one of the forums I came across called Homemade Dolls. Here's the full-size picture.
He then sends us the exact same photo, except this time it had a description.
Homemade dolls? I want y'all to know that junk is real. Y'all remember Welcome to the Game? I look through the peephole? Oh! What the heck? Oh! That was the premise, where they kidnap girls and then they hollow them out and then, I don't know, wax them, or I don't know the process, guys. So that junk is real, man. I can't be convinced otherwise.
Box next to it with the title Doll Number 20. Why the hell, of all people, did I have to be in a group project with this
Eric?
The details in the description stated inhumane acts that can be performed on the victims before being shipped to their buyers. I felt pretty disgusted reading the dialogue, but I was still somewhat skeptical about the whole thing. It was hard to deny its legitimacy, though. The authenticity of the image looked too real to be a hoax.
To be honest, this looks photoshopped.
I don't know. It looks pretty real to me.
Yeah, Eric,
Dude,
don't
that's
send us no more of this
disgusting.
bull
Why do you
crap.
even go on sites like that?
Right.
Well, I only go on it occasionally.
Midway through Eric's sentence, a random user joins the video chat.
Who is it?
Who's that?
I don't know.
I swear to God, we better not be getting hacked.
Eric, is this one of your stupid friends from the dark web? I'm gonna call the cops if it is.
That's when I decide to move my mouse cursor to exit the video chat.
It's stuck!
Why the hell isn't this working? Come on, work, damn it!
Turn your computer
my
off!
My cursor was resisting to move no matter how many times I clicked or moved my mouse. That's when the random user's video turned on. It was a guy wearing a pig mask. The mask didn't look like some dollar store knockoff. It looked like the skinned face of an actual pig. He wore it like he was Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hey, is anybody seeing what I'm seeing? Eric, dude, I really hope this isn't a stupid prank.
It's not, dude. I don't even know who that is.
Why is there a guy wearing a pig mask on my screen?
Guys, what's going on?
I don't know why, but something about that moment, I just knew. I was looking into the eyes of what true evil looks like. That's when my classmate's video chat completely froze. The only screen functioning was the pigman's. It seemed like our computers were being hijacked. I couldn't quite comprehend what was going on till I heard the pigman say, "Can you see me? Say yes if you can hear me."
Say it!
I reply with, "Yes, what do you want from me?" in an uncontrollable stutter.
You know that feeling you get when you're with someone for so long, every single day just drags and becomes a routine? Well, I just want something new and fresh, you know? Something vibrant that will make me feel alive again. I just need a new doll. What do you say? Does it sound like a brilliant plan to you?
I was completely appalled by what was
voice
transpiring.
acting is nuts.
That's when I hear a muffled female's voice in the background. The pigman then swivels the camera towards the direction of the muffled voice, only to reveal a woman with no arms and legs. She had duct tape on her mouth and a chain bound around her neck. The woman was flailing her severed arms wildly in a desperate attempt to escape. A couple seconds later, the pigman approaches her while holding an axe, the kind of axe lumberjacks use to chop down trees.
Kill me!
I began to hyperventilate as I knew the inevitable fate this woman was about to endure. He then raises the axe up in the air. I begin screaming from the top of my lungs.
Turn your computer
Leave her
off!
alone or I'm calling the cops!
As I took my last glance at the woman, I realized that it was the same woman in the photo that Eric sent. That's when the pigman smashes the axe against the woman's skull repeatedly. I practically leap up from my chair and begin to vomit.
Took a while for that bile to build up.
This sadistic display was unbearable. What the hell is going on? Someone tell me I'm dreaming. There's no way this is real. I look back on the screen, only to see nothing. Like the whole thing was just a bad dream, or a figment of my imagination. What the hell just happened? I know I'm not going crazy. I immediately messaged my classmates in the group chat saying, please tell me you guys saw all of that. Did any of you see the pigman? We need to report him. Yeah, I briefly saw him, but then my video chat ended.
Same here. That was weird as hell.
Must have been a hacker. Thank God my screen went back to normal. Did you see anything, Terrence? I respond as nonchalantly as I can, saying, yeah, basically what you guys saw. I think it's best that we just put this behind us and move on from here, you know? I didn't know if that was the right decision. I didn't want to further escalate the situation. Acknowledging the pigman's existence was one thing, but going into further detail about afterwards just felt unnecessary. This is the part where I wish the story ends.
What?
It's been a year since the incident. I ended up dropping out and taking the semester off due to the mental trauma.
Look at these cereals. Yo, HorrorShorts party. Let's just hook your boy up with a little Coryxkenshin Easter egg. And I already got the name for the cereal. Samurai Bootios. Oh, Bootios sounds like booty holes. I'ma press play.
I endured. I now work at a local retail store. I was coming home from work one day and I saw an envelope sitting in my mail slot. I open it and discover the most horrifying thing that sends shivers down my spine. It was a picture of my classmate Cindy, except she had no legs and no arms. The picture was titled Doll Number 21.
A few years ago, more like 10 years ago,
what?
I used to be big into visiting weird websites. I had a lot of time on my hand due to not playing sports, nor did I volunteer for anything at all in high school.
Lazy.
I told my friend Mark that I was starting to get bored. Honestly, I was bored with what I was experiencing on these websites. He said I should go on the deep web.
See,
you know,
we all got a friend like Mark, just putting bad ideas in our head. Maybe you should go into the deep web. Maybe you should get a different haircut, Mark. Why are you playing a DS? What is it, 2006? Oh, wait, he did say it's 10 years ago.
I used to go on the deep web, but never found anything. So I decided to search through some more stuff, a little deeper. I searched for hours every day for about 2.5 months. Still nothing.
Are you getting paid for this?
I told Mark, and of course he said just visit the dark web. When I did go on the dark web, I saw chat rooms, all with different names. I came across one named I, as in E-Y-E. It was all in caps. I entered the chat, but before entering the live chat, you are assigned a number. Mine was P34.
Okay.
I confirmed my number and entered. There were hundreds of people. The comments were coming in quick. At first, I didn't understand what was going on. The screen was black, then a name popped up on the screen that said Mr. Wiggles.
No, I'm out.
The comments immediately stopped and a voice came over my speakers. Welcome, P34. Then his name disappeared off of the screen and the comments continued, everyone giving me welcomes. A few minutes go by. Then a countdown from 10 pops up on the screen. Then the chat goes crazy. Once it reached the number 1, the screen went straight to what looks like a view from a camera just watching someone what looks like their home. I sat there watching this for 20 minutes and nothing happened, so I shut down my computer. The next day I went to school, had a normal day, went to Walmart, then I went home. I decided to go back on the same chat from before. I confirmed my number P34 and again, there were hundreds of people commenting. Mr. Wiggles popped up and just like before, the comments stopped. Across the screen it said, no new members tonight. Then the countdown started again. Everyone in the chat started going wild. The countdown finished and then it was showing the point of view from a camera again. But it was outside of a school. my school from earlier that day.
Whoa!
At that point, I was intrigued. I couldn't tell if it was focused on a certain person or just watching the school. After 30 minutes of watching the video, our school bell rang and everyone started to come outside while whoever was recording was positioned across the street in the car. Once everyone came out, the person got out of the car and started to follow a crowd of kids. Everyone started to split from each other, and the person recording started to follow someone.
Mark!
It was my friend Mark.
Oh no!
He had to be at least 100 feet behind him. I started to call Mark, but he didn't answer. I kept calling him as I watched the video, but nothing.
This is not live.
The person followed him to his house and sat outside of his house for a few minutes. The man behind the camera finally said, "No parents are home." And he began to walk to Mark's house, rang the doorbell.
Well, Mark, this is all your fault.
Maybe you should go into the deep web. Maybe you should go into the deep web.
Now you about to get samurai slice. I warned you.
And waited as he continued to record. A few seconds go by, and Mark opened the door. He looked confused, and the guy said, "P34 sent me." And Mark looked afraid that the camera shut off and everyone in the chat left. So I did too. I called Mark's house phone instead of his cell phone, and his mother answered. I asked for Mark, and she said that she thought he was with me. I panicked. I then received a notification on my phone from my Gmail account. It said the sender was Mr. Wiggles. The message was, "I'm getting closer, P34. Mark says hi." I was shocked and didn't know what to do, so I called the cops. They didn't do anything about it because the email disappeared. I haven't been on the dark web since, and no one has seen Mark. Still to this day, I receive messages with pictures of me in random places, along with the same written message that said, "It can happen anytime."
Bro, I'm checking myself into a mental asylum.
I honestly wish I never went on the dark web.
I bet. Look, did you see at the end? Somebody was standing behind him. Oh.
I wish I never went on the dark web.
Yup, that's Mr. Wiggles. HorrorShorts party. True Omegle chat room horror story.
This story happened to me a couple years ago. It happened on a Saturday night. I was typing out a school report for my English class and was pretty worn out from the tedious amount of thinking that transpired throughout the paper.
Okay.
I decided to take a break and procrastinate a little bit, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos.
Hold on. Let me rewind that. What was he watching? Right there. Did you wash your hands, mister? Oh, Jimmy. What did I do about not washing your hands? Yo, that's what's up, man. We got a samurai right here.
I needed to take some stress off my mind, but didn't really have anyone to vent or talk to. This gave me the idea to visit a chat room called Omegle.
Bad idea.
For those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's a chat room where you can literally video chat with random
Run
strangers
into
online
weirdos
through your computer webcam. Needless to say, Omegle definitely helped with my social skills growing up as a child, so I was always active on it.
Wow.
I remember this one particular night. I was having trouble meeting new people. This left me a little frustrated, to say the least, but that's the kind of thing to expect when you're on these kind of chat sites. That's when I stumbled upon this one guy. He looked to be
I'm clicking next.
Around the same age group as myself, and seemed like a pretty harmless individual. I decided to say hi. He didn't say anything back, he just typed the word hi in the chat box.
Oh, no microphone.
I found it kind of weird that he would go through the effort of typing out hi as opposed to just saying hi verbally. He then waved at me and began typing something else.
Might not have a microphone.
He introduced himself in the chat box saying, "My name is Daniel, what's your name?" I verbally said, "My name is James, how are you?" He then stares at the camera and doesn't say a word to me, completely dismissing the fact that I just asked him a question.
Hello?
At this point, I was convinced that this had to be some sort of pre-recorded video and that someone was just trolling me. That's when he began typing in the chat box again, saying, "I'm deaf. Please type in the chat box unless..."
Oh, I feel bad now. I'm like, hello! Open your ears, you freaking moron!
You know, sign language. I honestly felt stupid and immediately typed, "No worries, my name is James," and gave a quick thumbs up as an act of kind gesture. He immediately typed back saying, "Nice to meet you, James," and gave me a thumbs up as well.
Alright.
He then typed something else that left me dumbfounded. He said, "I will use my whiteboard to chat with you going forward, because my hands will be occupied."
Huh?
I was confused by what he meant by that, so I typed, "What do you mean by your hands being occupied?" He then starts writing on a whiteboard and raises it up on the screen, which read, "Want to play a game?"
No, I'm going...
I typed, "Sure, what game you want to play?" What he did next is something I will never forget to this day. He held a revolver up with one hand and the whiteboard up with the other hand, saying, "Let's play Russian roulette." I was honestly quite creeped out by this guy and was contemplating on clicking the stop option to skip this weirdo. That's when he wrote another message on the whiteboard saying, "1 of 6. I was confused by what 1 of 6
rounds, idiot!
He then took the revolver, slipped one bullet inside the cylinder, and began spinning it with his other hand. I now knew what he meant by 1 of 6. It seemed like the guy was about to demonstrate an act of Russian roulette with one bullet in the cylinder of 6. He then puts the revolver against his head. I began typing, "What are you doing? Please stop this." The guy then smiles disturbingly on the camera and pulls the trigger. Nothing happened. He starts laughing hysterically like a psycho. I was honestly disturbed, but also skeptical that the gun was real, so I typed, "Is that even real?" He then points the revolver at the wall and begins to repeatedly press the trigger until the shot was fired. I was completely blown away by what I was seeing and typed, "Dude, you could have died!" That's when the guy raised the whiteboard to the screen again.
Yo, this is good. I just had to pause like...
Showing the message, 5 of 6.
What?
I frantically started typing, "Don't do it," repeatedly in the chat box, desperately trying to get his attention. He then began loading the revolver with 5 bullets while I gestured no by waving my hands back and forth like a lunatic.
He's dead.
I knew the odds of him surviving this time were slim to none. He then raises the revolver against his head once again and begins to disturbingly smile, with tears running down his face. He began mumbling the words, "It was nice meeting you, James." I immediately slammed my laptop shut as I hear a gunshot a split second before the laptop was fully closed. I was left baffled on my computer desk. I hadn't a clue what to do. I stupidly opened my laptop with my eyes closed. I pressed my hand against the screen where the video chat was located. I opened my eyes, and through the cracks of my fingers, I can see blood displayed everywhere on his screen. I immediately clicked the exit button on the Google Chrome tab and call it a night. To this day, I'm still skeptical about what I saw that night. I haven't reported anything to the police, nor have I reported anything to Omegle. I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision, but I hope I never encounter anyone like that again.
Carrie's boyfriend had just inherited his aunt's house after she
right
passed
in.
away. She was blind, so the house had speakers and wires around telling her, "Back door open, fridge open, back room window open."
Those things
Honestly,
are
the robotic
scary.
voice kind of freaked Carrie out, so the couple had to go through the house and remove tons of wires. After moving in, they got a puppy, and it was nice not being alone. Her boyfriend had to leave for the weekend because of work, so she stayed home. One day, Carrie was out walking with her puppy, and he started wagging near the fence. She turned, thinking he was making friends with a bird or critter again. But it was a man, tall, chubby, and unkempt, grinning at them.
Why you got a
"What a
Hawaiian
cool dog,"
shirt?
he shouted. "Thanks, he's a Native American Indian dog," she responded. "Oh, I have a rare breed too, see?" He then proceeded to point at a small Shih Tzu dog. "I see. Cool, you have a good one. Carrie started feeling uneasy.
My God.
Why don't I come over and let our dogs meet? Maybe we can do play dates.
Nah.
You're new in town, right? Cause the old lady there died? Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Now, before we find out the intentions of Carrie's suspicious neighbor, we have a new sponsor. You're new in town, right? Cause the old lady there died? Upset that he mentioned her boyfriend's aunt, and she was scared he wanted to come over. I'm sorry, but I'm not looking to make friends right now.
We
Have
good.
a good one.
Yep.
Oh, come on. Anytime's a good time to make new friends.
Hey,
and
no!
he proceeded to start bolting around the corner towards
Whoa!
the direction.
Whoa!
Carrie panicked. She grabbed her puppy from the ground and rushed to the house, locking all the doors. All exterior doors.
Yo! Yo, just getting a mental image of that popping off. Bro, walking inside. Yo, this is creepy as freak, man. You walking inside your house, right? You get home from school. I'm about to watch me some Coryxkenshin. Give me a Pop-Tart real quick. Then your neighbor come from around the corner.
Howdy, neighbor.
Hello? What?
I said, howdy, neighbor. You new in the neighborhood?
Oh, hey. Yeah, just moved in and everything. Hey, why are you standing behind that tree?
Oh, this is just my favorite tree, that's all. Little old me don't mean you no harm. Do you want to meet?
What do you mean, do you want to meet?
Nothing crazy. I could just come on over.
I'm actually about to get ready to head inside, so it was nice talking to you. Hey! Yeah. Don't you walk up on. I really just filmed a whole skit in the middle of the animation. I don't know why I'm so extra.
Locked. House secure. Wait, I thought I removed all the wires. She hid behind a kitchen counter as it was the only place in the house with the windows and doors couldn't see. The puppy got angry and started nibbling her, but she made sure not to let him go because she was afraid this man wanted to steal her puppy. She hears someone opening her back gate to the yard and she sees him. The man with the Hawaiian shirt was out there. He started looking at the windows and sliding door on the porch that looked into the kitchen. He tried the sliding door, grunting angrily when it wouldn't open. She was looking for her phone but realized that it was actually in the porch and she hoped he wouldn't notice. Front door opened, unsecured. And immediately heard banging and scratching. She took this chance to make her way out to the sliding back door to grab her phone and ran back and locked it again. Oh, there you are. I see you now. She just locked it so it was okay, but she didn't know if he was going to shatter the glass. She held her phone up and said, I called the police. They're on their way, and my cameras have your face, so please leave. He smiled and said, You haven't called anyone yet. All I wanted was to play with your dog. You're such a tease. Carrie called 911 while he watched. She requested help, and they asked her to stay on the phone. He smiled. He held his hands up and left. The dispatch sent someone out, and she gave them a picture from her phone. However, the next day, there was no news of capture even though they said they would update her. So she stepped outside, and there he was, standing in the other yard, smiling at her. Hey, you want to play today then? He began laughing loudly.
Bro, I'm about
she
to
ran
kill
inside, put her puppy away, and called the police again, and they said it would take time to arrive since last time it was a false alarm. Front screen door opened, unsecured. She ran to the sliding door and it was unlocked. She quickly locked it and heard banging on the side door. Carrie called her last hope for help. Her boyfriend's mother, who lived a couple blocks down. The woman was a black belt and a boxer. She called her crying, and the mother rushed over, and all she heard from her kitchen was the scream, If you don't leave, I'll be forced to take you down. She looked out her curtain and saw her and the man outside. He was holding something shiny in his back pocket. Her boyfriend's mother suddenly grabbed the man and kicked him in the ribs as hard as she could and made him drop to the ground. She screamed at Carrie and to call the cops again. Tell them he has a knife, they'll come quicker. The cops arrived soon after, and the man...
Tell him we're white!
Carrie asked them what he was doing. Was he planning to hurt my puppy? The officer told her, You're naive if you thought this man wanted your puppy. He was after you, miss. He's a wanted criminal. Apparently, he was a suspect they couldn't find until now. Her boyfriend's mom stayed with Carrie over the night to make sure she was okay. A few days later, her boyfriend came back home and he was updated on everything that happened. He proceeded to put up cameras and more security. He even put the speakers back into the house as well.
Yeah.
As that voice was actually able to help protect Carrie that horrifying weekend.
Nightmare Tales. Black Steel Diner.
On a cold, dark night, around 2 a.m, a young man and his father sat in a remote 24-hour diner waiting to be served.
This narrator got a nice voice. Guys, low-key, I feel like I have a great, narration voice. Check me out. There was a man. Stop. You're making me laugh.
The older man, who was sadly, slowly going senile, had insisted on going out for some soup. Not having the energy to argue, the son took him out, for at least this way his father would be happy, and then he could get some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
The waiter walked over, welcomed them to the diner, and then asked if they were ready to order, to which they replied they were.
That looked
The
crazy.
waiter recommended for them to try the burgers.
Way to look crazy.
Best in the West, he said, with a smile that made their skin crawl. They declined and proceeded to order what they came for. The old man ordered tomato soup, and the son a coffee. When the waiter walked away, the son asked his father if he had thought the waiter looked familiar. Not surprisingly, the father said he had never seen him before. But why? He asked. The son proceeded to tell him that he thought he looked a lot like a man he saw on the news that was wanted for murder in another state, but he could easily be mistaken. This made the father quite uncomfortable, so he told his son to shut up and change the subject. Instead, the son then got up, told his father he was going to the bathroom and would be back in a minute. The father waited and waited. Almost 15 minutes had passed, and his son hadn't returned.
Bro, go check
He
on
also
him.
hadn't seen the waiter again. Where was his son? And where was his soup? Just as he finished asking himself
Where's my son? But more importantly, where's my soup?
this, the waiter appeared with the soup.
Oh, that's blood.
Well, you took your time with that, the old man said.
Dang.
I'm sorry, sir, said the waiter.
Old people
We had some
complain.
issues in the kitchen. Where's my son? The old man asked the waiter. Oh, I'm sure he's not far. I have a feeling you'll be seeing him really soon. And with this, he placed the bowl down on the table with a smile that would have given anyone the creeps. The old man turned to his soup and then dipped his spoon in to take his first mouthful. As he lifted the spoon, something else came with it.
Oh!
Some glasses. What the hell? He thought to himself. A horrible chill ran through his body when he realized whose glasses they were. His son's. The old man looked across at the waiter and was overcome with rage when he saw the waiter's sickly grin staring back
about
at
to
him.
die now.
He grabbed a knife, leapt out of his seat, and stabbed the waiter in the chest. The blade went straight through his heart, and while bleeding profusely all over the floor, he died.
Boy.
Right at this moment, the son appeared from the kitchen and screamed at his father, "No!
What?
have you done? It was a prank. We were playing a prank." The old man couldn't believe what he was hearing. A prank? But he's a... Oh my God, he thought to himself as the reality quickly set in. I've killed him. The father and son had to act quickly. They grabbed the body and decided to stash it in the cool room.
Yo! No! Call the police! No, that's on y'all, alright? That ain't on the dad!
To buy them some time. They would then clean the floor
Y'all
and
play too
disappear
much.
as if they had never been there.
Y'all princes everywhere.
Perfect, they thought. There were no witnesses and no one to stop them. Well, that's what they thought, until they slid back the door to the cool room and were greeted by a sight so shocking it made both of them wish they were dead. They had disturbed the waiter's brother, hard at work, making meat for burgers. The best in the West, apparently. Not that they would ever know.
That was the cleanest double twist I've ever. Oh. Dang! Now you know he did. Now my question is, what animal? It got flies on it. That was the daughter or son or baby, whatever. That was a calf of something else. You done messed up. Reload. No, don't go down there. Reload. See, you back yourself into a corner. Actually, that's a nice camping spot. Hope you got some more buckshots in your coat. Ooh, he looking for him. What? I didn't jump. That was y'all. That wasn't me. Oh yeah, he definitely sleep on that. Or he might have died. Dang. What? What? That was lit. Arigatou gozaimashita. The roommate.
Looking for a new roommate is always a daunting task. Even though you interview and take the time to get to know that person, you don't truly find out who they are until you start living with them.
Facts.
I'd begun searching for...
Let me press pause. Let me turn this up. You get it nice and loud in the headphones. So it's
That you
for a roommate after I decided to leave my
more
current
like it.
residency. I was contacted a couple of hours after placing an ad on the Facebook Marketplace. The message read,
Hey Chris, I'll be moving out of my current apartment this August and I'm looking to room with someone new, as my roommates are moving to California this year. I'm 27 and I'm currently going to school. When I'm not at school, I enjoy hiking and watching movies. I also apprentice at a taxidermy shop on the days I don't have class. Hope that's not weird. It's always been a fun hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing back from you. Have a great day, Lunaire.
My first and most obvious reaction after reading the message was to check her profile. She was a medium height, had long, messy blonde hair and green eyes. In her profile picture, I saw her standing with a man and a woman shoulder to shoulder. They each adorned goofy grins and held up peace signs. Under the photo, the caption read, "Love my roommates."
Okay.
I smiled to myself and decided to send her a message back.
Hey,
the sun beat down on us.
who was
as we
that over
twisted
there?
various objects to the second floor of our new apartment. It took us a couple days to get everything out of the moving trucks and into our new place, but as soon as we did, a wave of relief washed over our sweat-drenched and sore bodies. After a couple more hours of rearranging, we each grabbed a
Look at
beer
the
from the
llama.
fridge and sat on the porch. We reminisced about old 90s cartoons and what video games we obsessed over as kids, and as the sun started to set, I truly felt relaxed and confident that things were going to work out.
But they didn't. Nah, quick question. How many of y'all would put out an ad for a roommate and accept a response from the opposite gender? Because I'm thinking, you know, I put out an ad for a roommate. If you even a little cute. Guys, I'm joking.
A week later, I started a new job for a construction company that was owned by a good friend of mine. As I was getting ready, I heard the front door swing open and walked into the living room to see Lunaire and her friend David sliding in a large box.
Hey! Hold up!
How'd you got there?
Who is you?
I asked. Through a strained grunt, she replied.
I bought a freezer to store some of the animals I'm planning on using in my taxidermy work. I hope that's alright.
Nah, it's like you should have
I
cleared
was
that
obviously
before.
hesitant
It's
at
already
first,
here.
as there was no mention of this happening in the first place, but I eventually accepted and returned to my room to continue getting ready for work.
On that weird stuff.
I came home at around 9 p.m. after having a couple of beers with friends and noticed that the freezer was nestled snugly in the lower part of the pantry. A low hum could be heard reverberating off of the inner walls. I was curious to see what was inside, but didn't want to intrude on Lunaire's business, so I went into my room and changed into more comfortable clothing.
I'm taking a peek.
After changing, I came back out into the kitchen and started making a sandwich. I opened the fridge and grabbed what I needed. As I turned around, I stubbed my toe on the edge of the island countertop and let out a long, exasperated grunt.
Ouch.
Through my frustration, I slammed the fridge door shut and checked my toe to see if there was any bleeding. As I raised my head back up, I was greeted by a shadowy figure. Lunaire was standing in the doorway leading to her room. The darkness behind her almost seemed to envelop her.
Is everything okay?
She said in a deadpan tone. Shit, yeah, I'm sorry. I just slammed my toe into the corner of the countertop as I was making a sandwich. I hope I didn't wake you.
It's fine.
She said in the same deflated tone as before. She then turned around and walked back into the darkness of her room. I could tell that she was pissed, so I quietly made my sandwich and retreated back to my room as well.
Hey, Lunaire, you want a PB&J? I mean, I could make you one real quick. Maybe we could watch some TikToks after?
Only hearing the low hum from the freezer as I closed my door. I had the next day off, so I was able to sleep in a little longer than usual. When I finally emerged from my room, I walked into the kitchen to make breakfast. As I opened the refrigerator, I noticed that the light wasn't turning on and there was a lack of cold air escaping from inside.
What? She
I
unplugged
turned around and flipped the light switch to confirm my suspicion. Sure enough, the power was out. Damn it, I muttered under my breath. I walked over to Lunaire's room and knocked on her door to tell her about the power outage if she didn't already know, but there was no answer. I then remembered that she had classes that day and probably wasn't home. I walked back to the kitchen and past the pantry.
Why is it a
As
padlock?
I did, I slipped on the floor but was able to catch myself on the countertop. What the? I angrily exclaimed as I looked down at the floor trying to figure out what I had slipped on. It was blood. It had started to leak from the corner of the freezer and pool onto the floor. I quickly tried to open the freezer to find out the cause of the viscous liquid, but then I noticed that it had a padlock attached to it. I don't remember seeing that before.
Lunaire gotta get up
I ran
out
out
of
to
there.
my car and grabbed my toolbox from the back seat. I approached the freezer and set my tools down on the nearby countertop. I then pulled out a small pair of bolt cutters and snapped through the metal of the padlock. It fell to the ground with a large thud. I creaked open the top of the freezer and was greeted with a putrid stench that permeated my nostrils. I quickly pinched my nose and walked away gagging in response. I guess I should have realized that was gonna happen, I muttered to myself in between gags.
Man
After
up!
gaining my
Look in there!
composure, I grabbed some gloves from under the sink and started taking inventory. I could see a couple of dead birds and plastic bags wedged into the corners of the freezer. I took each bag out and set them in the trash can nearby. That's when I noticed that the blood was coming from the corner of the larger black bag. I don't know why, but I decided to open the top of the bag and peer inside. I was greeted by large, milky white eyes, a swollen black tongue surrounded by cracked and bloated lips, and the matted hair of a human head. I swiftly dropped the bag and fell backwards onto the floor. My breathing had ceased to exist, and I grabbed the trash can next to me and expelled my disgust into it.
Call the
I then
police!
ran out the door, got into my car, and called the police.
Good job.
As I sat in the interrogation room with a blanket over my shoulders, I couldn't help but think about the face I'd seen.
Cold?
It looked so familiar. That's when it finally hit me. I pulled out my phone and looked at Lunaire's profile picture. It was her old roommate, the one she said was moving to California. When the detective entered the room, she started the questioning process. asking me if I started noticing any weird behavioral occurrences around the apartment. Yeah, I stubbed my toe the other day and she creepily stood in the doorway. It seemed like she was pissed, but for some reason I had a strange feeling like she was concerned about something. That's when I connected the dots. She didn't come out into the kitchen because she heard me stub my toe. She came out into the kitchen because she thought I slammed the freezer instead of the fridge. A cold sweat started to form on my forehead as my surroundings became blurred. I could hear a low whine slowly starting to cover up the words of concern from the detective. As my vision started to clear, I could see another officer enter the room and whisper something into her ear as he handed her a piece of paper.
Oh my gosh.
"Do you have somewhere you could stay at?" she asked. I mean, I was planning on staying with my parents. They live about 30 minutes outside of town. Okay.
Can I stay with
paused.
you?
Listen, I don't want to worry you, but we found this picture inside of your apartment.
Oh no. Oh no.
She slid the piece of paper across the table, and I immediately felt like someone kicked me in the chest.
She's standing over him.
The head of Lunaire's other roommate sat on the chair. In the background, scrawled on the wall in blood, read, "Love my roommates. All of them."
Uh-oh, it's about to be lit. It's David Romero, guys. Y'all know what time it is.
ASMR. Go.
Unsettling off rip. Nope, keep driving. That don't got nothing to do with me. What it? Karen, what are you doing? Karen, keep driving. Can't mind your business, huh, Karen? See, now you done gave the monster false hope. Now he coming after you, or she. Guys, I know I'm chewing a lot. I'm trying to finish it. All right, I'm sorry. Let it in. Something bad gonna happen to her. She shouldn't have stopped. I would have acted like I didn't even see it. I love David's animation style. Hey! What's going on? What's the point of that? That character's gonna be important. Let me ask you a question, guys. Hold on. Show it. That's good enough. What's the first thing you do when you check into a motel or hotel, whatever? It don't matter. Close the curtains and lock the door. And that's facts. Y'all lucky I don't have long hair. I will be flexing it all the time. What's going on? Oh, heck no. That's that girl from earlier. Oh! What the? Your dang curtains is open. Heck no! What? Oh my gosh! Look at him humping the glass! Yup. Look at him. Yup. Oh shoot. You got one shot, do not miss it. Woo! Oh my! That thing was moving way too fast. That's like them things from Resident Evil 2. I mean 3. Y'all know them things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you ain't on my series, I'm disappointed with you. That guy's head's gone. It's all because you stopped, lady. Get in, get in! Let's go, I'm out. Don't talk about you. Go! Oh, but you can bust that glass on the first attempt. Oh, break! Oh, let's go. Let's go. I'm driving to Mexico. Oh, it went inside of him. Heck, nah, man. I bet the next time you... See? Oh my gosh, he stopped.
Ooh. It was a late, moonless, snowy night. I heard the chilling cry of a bobcat as I arrived home from my parents' house, where we had just had Thanksgiving dinner in northern Michigan. Exhausted.
Michigan? I recognize him! That's my boy Dylan!
Exhausted, I had finally made it to my bed when my pregnant girlfriend asked for nacho cheese munchies. Reluctantly, I laced up my boots and went to my car. Due to the cold, it took me a while to start the car, which only made me more irritated. But eventually I got it started, and I arrived at the convenience store to retrieve my girlfriend's mandated snacks. As I left the store, walking back towards my car, I saw a shadow of movement out of the corner of my eye. What looked like a person stood near the dumpster, just out of the light. I stepped towards the figure, and she looked at me with a giant
Let's do a quick little survey. I'm gonna pass it on over to our game show host. Thanks, Corey. So, before we get started...
That's not a mic, that's a lint roller.
Someone kill that guy.
Sir, come over here, please. Wait, no, I was just kidding.
Yeah. Stop moving, sir.
Wait, sir. Get off me!
You earned that one, pal.
Hey!
Alright, let's continue. Would you A, go investigate the creepy old lady? B, run for your life through the woods? C, get in your car and drive home? Or D, call 911? If you answered anything other than A, good job. You are going to survive. it seems that we got some interference.
Like a person stood near the dumpster, just out of the light. I stepped towards the figure, and she looked at me with a giant sinister smile.
Oh!
Her face was so weathered, it looked like she had cracks all over her face. She was crouched down and appeared to be chewing on something.
Oh,
I looked to see what she was chewing on. To my surprise, it was a severed arm. It looked old, as if it had been rotting for weeks. I saw her glance at something in her pocket. I could see the outline of what looked like a pocket knife. As soon as I looked back up, she quickly charged me. I pushed her away and ran back to the convenience store.
Okay, last time I'm a bossy, bro. You see that freaking poem of justice?
Burst through the door and frantically yelled towards the cashier to call the police as I turned to lock it. He asked me, "What's going on?" I scowled at him.
What's going on with your hair?
"Please, just call the cops." I looked back outside and saw the woman had moved across the street and was still scrutinizing me as she maintained her malevolent grin. "Look, there's a girl out there who's trying to kill me." Looking over me, he replied, "I don't see anyone out there, sir." Those words shook me, even to this day. When the police reached the gas station, they began looking around for the woman while one of the officers asked me what had happened, and I told him the details of the encounter. One of the officers came back and said he couldn't find anything. I then took them back to where I first noticed her. We spent a few minutes intently searching, but there was no proof she was ever even there.
No blood on the ground?
The officer cocked his head and looked at me as if I was deranged and asked me in a judgmental tone, "Are you feeling okay?" I was about to defend myself, and then I started to think. I am tired, and I have had a couple of drinks, so I just told him, "Yes, sir. Sorry for bothering you. I hope you have a nice night." And then I drove home. I got home at around 4 o'clock in the morning. My girlfriend greeted me with an angered but concerning tone of voice. She asked me,
"Where were you? Are you okay?"
So I told her everything that happened. Of course, she didn't believe me. I couldn't get to sleep that night. I sat in my bed questioning my sanity, wondering if it was all even real.
It was
Am I
real.
crazy? Maybe I'm just tired.
No.
But no, that can't be it. I saw it.
I palm fisted
But if I saw it, why was there no proof? Where did the arm go? Where did she go? Before I knew it, it was 7 in the morning, and I had to go to work. I threw on my jacket as I was about to head to the construction site, and I put my hand in my pocket and noticed that there was a hole in it. It wasn't there the other day. I thought, what if she caught my jacket as I ran? Which further proves my suspicion that she was real.
What?
I couldn't believe it. My mind completely went wild until my girlfriend kissed me goodbye. I told my friends at work what had happened, and they didn't believe me either. They made jokes about it the entire day, but I had my bowling tournament that day, so that gave me something to look forward to. I got home and hung my vest and jacket up and rapidly put on my bowling shoes and got my bowling ball. My girlfriend looked at me with a pleasant smile and said,
"When will you be back?"
"Probably around 11.
Don't be long.
What you laughing at?
I won't, don't worry. At around 10:30, the tournament had finally finished and we had won. I was so thrilled I had forgotten about the woman. As we were leaving, I noticed something at the other end of the parking lot. It was that psychotic woman. We stared at each other for what felt like an eternity. She slowly started moving towards me while waving her knife in the air and making cuts.
Ask your boys,
I
do y'all
quickly
see
jumped
that?
into my car and turned it on. As I looked up, I saw she was standing in front of me, staring at me. She slowly walked over to my window, and she said in a quiet, deep, and scratchy voice,
Little pig, let me in.
I was frozen in fear, but I snapped back to reality when she banged on the roof of my car, screaming. I quickly slammed my foot on the accelerator and didn't let off it until I couldn't see her anymore. When I arrived home, I told my girlfriend what had happened. Like last time, she didn't believe me. I really thought I was insane, but I tried to forget about it and get some sleep.
Okay, last time. Why didn't he just ask his friends? They were standing right there. Hey guys, I might be on this lean still from last night, so do y'all see that girl at the other end of the parking lot or not? Now, if they bros, they're gonna be like, it's like, are you on that lean again? Or they're gonna be like, yeah, who is that? Do you know her? In which case, you will have proven if you're crazy or not.
Later that night, I woke up and saw her in my room. All she said was, "Let me in," over and over as she got closer. She then started shouting,
Let me in, let me in, let me in! Let me in! Come on, Paul. Stop being difficult.
Let me in! I was wondering how in the world my girlfriend hadn't heard this going on. The woman was right next to me.
Hit her!
And held up a knife to me. That's when I fainted. I woke startled in my room, dripping with sweat. Then I remembered I don't have a girlfriend, nor a house, or a family.
Come on, Paul. Time for your morning meds. Let me in.
Let's get it. Christmas time. Okay. Dad, Mom, Sarah. For Santa. Scotty. They starting already. Nobody in the house hear all that glass? Oh. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, glass. Run away, dog. Somebody came out the butthole? Oh! Get off me! That dog not playing! And I ain't done with you! I know what it looks like, guys.
Back in the summer of 2016, I got my first job.
Hold up! Let me turn that up.
Back in the summer of 2016, I got my first job at 18 years old. I was excited about the work, but not about the commute. Without traffic, it was a 30-minute drive both ways.
Dang!
And I normally got off work around midnight, and the last thing I wanted to do was drive a half hour to get home. During the first few weeks, I was still getting used to my new routine, and one of the first things my mother told me was to keep an eye on my gas tank, and if I ever needed more, I should leave early and stop on the way, but never on my way back.
True.
I understood her concern. I was a petite 18-year-old female, and I looked even younger. But being who I was, I half forgot, half ignored that advice. And one night on my way home, I realized I legitimately didn't have enough gas in the tank to get me to my exit. I pulled into the first station I could find, not caring about the brand or the cost of the gas. I decided to make it as quick as possible, and only put in about $10 worth, just to get myself out of there. I swiped my card and began pumping gas, and once it got to the $10 mark, I shut it off and printed out my receipt. Thinking the worst was behind me, I was about to climb back into my car and book it home, when a voice came from the tiny intercom above the pump. "Ma'am, there was a problem with your credit card payment. I paused and glanced at the guy at the counter.
I got my gas. If it was an issue, that gas shouldn't have came out the pump, partner. I'm out.
And felt a chill spiral down my neck. He was one of those tall, gaunt, sketchy-looking clerks, and was staring right out the window at me, beckoning me to come inside. I stepped back towards the gas pump and pressed the button on the intercom. "What's wrong with my card? I have a receipt. It went through just fine."
Yeah.
I didn't try to hide the annoyance in my voice. I didn't like the look of this guy, or the way he sounded. "I just need you to come inside, ma'am. Your receipt is incorrect. I'm going to need to run your card in here."
Huh?
He replied, a bit too quickly. I looked back at the guy through the window in frustration. There was no way I was going in there, where I would be alone with him.
Exactly.
He was staring at me wide-eyed, like some kind of creep. I stood my ground, pulled out my phone, and checked my credit card app. I held it up stupidly as if he could see it from there, and I pressed the intercom button again. It went through. I see it on my statement. I'm not coming in.
Get in the car.
"Ma'am, if you attempt to leave, I'll call the police. I have your tag number. Please come inside."
I'll
I
show
then
them my
shouted at
receipt.
him from across the parking lot instead of pressing the intercom. "Over $10 of gas, they're gonna call the cops? Fuck you. I'm leaving." I walked a few steps around my car and gave
Drops
him a
mic.
finger. I was just about to walk back around my car and climb into the driver's seat when I paused. He was mouthing something to me through the window. I would have ignored it, but he suddenly looked much more desperate than creepy. He kept beckoning me forward and calling out something that I couldn't hear through the window. I must have made a weird look, because 5 seconds later he slammed a piece of paper on the window where he had hastily written, "Guy in your car."
Huh? Oh! Oh, she running
I booked
in
it
now.
inside the station, and once I was there, the clerk locked the door and told me to get down. He had his eyes on my car and had a gun in his hand. I squatted down behind the counter and watched the security cameras as a tall guy in sweatpants
Time out. I want to call attention to the detail of the animation. We got Pocky, we got price tags, we got warning CCTV, we got employees restricted, we got lava soda. Klar, we appreciate the attention to detail. Look at this. We got a Pringles. Amazing. I'm immersed. Well, I'm sorry for breaking y'all immersion, but sometimes you just gotta appreciate.
I squatted down behind the counter and watched the security cameras as a tall guy in sweatpants and a windbreaker nudged my back door open, slid out quickly, and jogged away into the night.
Wow.
I started freaking out. Turns out the clerk had noticed the guy hanging around the side of the building on the monitors. And as soon as I pulled in, he made a beeline for my car. He crouched down and opened the door, and slid himself inside as I was swiping my card, being careful not to close the door all the way behind him, so that I wouldn't hear anything. The clerk had noticed all of this on the camera.
He did it to save her. What a legend!
The clerk had noticed all of this on the camera, and immediately called the cops, who arrived a few minutes later. They searched the area and my car, but were not able to locate the guy, or anything that would lead back to him. The gas station clerk probably saved my life, because who knows what would have happened if I had driven off
Get your neck
with that
flick!
stranger in the back seat. I think the lesson here is obvious. It's not enough to be cautious. You have to stay alert as well. Be suspicious but not stupid. And always listen to your mom.
Facts in the chat. Can I get a fax in the chat on that one? Yo, that was amazing. One patron. Let's go.
About several years ago, I used to work at an engineering firm where I would get carpal tunnel from typing on the keyboard all day.
Uh-oh.
It was currently a Friday, so I figured I'd treat myself to a beer after my shift was done. Figured I could get hammered for a change, instead of heading home to an empty house with no female companionship. During my lunch...
That literally made my camera die. What kind of existence is this? I come home, no female companionship at the crib? Just me and this whack Xbox?
I remember Googling any nearby pub and bar to go to.
Watch HSV.
I came across a Hooters that was located about 15 minutes away by vehicle. I had previously been to many Hooters in the past and always found it quite charming to say the least. If I had to describe it, I would say it was like your ordinary sports bar, accompanied by some of the finest girls who wore their distinctive Hooters attire, of course with the orange shorts. Like I said before.
Of course, with them orange shorts. I've never eaten at Hooters, but I'm sure it's a hoot. 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 I'm sure it's a hoot.
I had been to many Hooters venues in the past, so going to this new location was really refreshing. As I made my arrival, it was roughly evening time, which meant that the place was probably hoarded with customers. I pushed open the front doors and saw exactly what I had anticipated. A bunch of attractive Hooters waitresses.
We seen that person before.
And a bunch of men flirting with them who were old enough to be the girls' fathers. I made my way across the bar, while slowly glancing at the array of bottles behind this attractive bartender. I casually leaned against the bar as she approaches me saying,
"What you drinking today, big guy?"
"Rum and Coke, please." The waitress then begins whipping up the concoction while staring across the bar at someone. At first, I couldn't tell exactly what she was looking at. But then I saw a rather large gentleman sitting at a table alone, making direct eye contact with her. If I had to describe the man, I would say he was in his late 40s and had a beer gut hanging onto his lap. I assumed he was just some creep who had a crush on the bartender. As the Hooters lady began serving my drink, I nosily asked,
"They're working together." He gives her cues to whose drink, to, I don't know, roofie?
He began serving my drink. I nosily asked her, "Hey, is everything okay?"
Not really. That weirdo across the room keeps looking at me.
He's probably just a big fan of your drinks.
Yeah. Not to mention, there's been a rumor circulating around town. Hooters girls have gone missing.
What? Are you freaking kidding me?
Hey, oh my gosh! Tell me why, as soon as I was about to vocalize, "Hey guys, that guy's gone."
Hey, make me a beer, lady.
Get someone else to do it. I'm about to clock out, pal.
Make me a beer, or else I'm telling your boss your shorts are tight enough to see you. Leave her alone now!
About 5 minutes after that bizarre encounter, I felt obligated to escort the lady outside the parking lot, and even went as far as to offer her a lift. The lady took me up on my offer.
Like, he literally just met. This is a stand-up guy, bro.
Leave her alone now!
She wanted to avoid further confrontation
that guy.
with any creeps.
I seen him before.
Night. As I drove down the street, I began striking up a decent conversation with the lady. Everything was pretty swell.
She let him take her
asked,
home?
So, where are you heading after?
"What do you mean?"
Like, after you drop me off. Are you heading home?
"Who says you're heading home?"
Huh? What?
You know, you should really be more careful before getting into a stranger's car. After all, Hooters waitresses have been disappearing, haven't they?
Oh!
No, stop!
Oh!
Somebody help me! No!
It's been
I'm a 911 operator.
Oh.
The following story comes from the No Sleep subreddit, written by username Higgs Thunder.
All right, Higgs. Let's see what you got.
911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, hi. This is gonna sound kind of strange, but...
There's a man stumbling around in circles in my front yard. Could you repeat that, sir?
He looks sick or lost or drunk or something.
I just woke up to get a glass of water and heard snow crunching around underneath my front window, so I peeked out. I'm looking at him now. He's about 10 yards away from my window.
Something's not right.
What is your address, sir?
1617 Quarry Lane in Pinella Pass.
I'm gonna send a squad car your way, but that's quite a ways out. Are you alone in your house,
What?
sir? Yes, I'm alone. Can you confirm that all of your doors and windows are locked? Stay on the phone with me. I know that my front is definitely locked, but I'll go check my back door again really quick.
I appreciate your help, by the way. I know this is kind of strange, but I really hope that...
Sir, are you still there?
He did.
He's still in the yard. But what the hell? He's upside down.
Sir, stay on with me. What is happening? He's staring right at me, but he's standing on his hands now.
Oh!
He's perfectly still, staring straight at me. He's doing a handstand and he's smiling at me and not moving. He's doing a handstand, sir? I don't know how he's facing me and standing on his hands and he's got this huge smile and he's perfectly still. What the
I'ma lose
fuck?
it.
Please.
Get someone out here now.
Sir, I need you to remain calm. I've put out the call and an officer is on his way.
His teeth are so huge. Oh my god, please help me.
Sir, I want you to try and keep an eye on him, but make sure your back door is locked again. We need to make sure all possible access points are secured. Can you talk me through and confirm that your back door is locked?
No, I cannot do that for you, sir. I am not taking my eyes off this thing. Never lose sight of the target, all right? Soon as you turn around, he gonna be 1 foot or 1 hand closer. Get it? Because he's walking on his hands, not his feet. I really do this.
Okay, I'm walking backwards now, and I'm keeping him in my sight.
My hand is on the back doorknob now. Okay, it's locked.
I need to check the deadbolt, so I'm gonna take my eyes off him for a split second.
No! Don't take the...
All right, sir. Help is on the way. Just stay on the phone with me. Everything's going to be all right. Sir?
He's gone. He's gone.
Sir, are you still there? His face. It's up against the glass.
Woohoo!
Sir, I need you to speak up.
Literally! 1 second.
I looked away for a split second and now his face is pressed up against my front window. His teeth are huge. He's still smiling. There's no color in his eyes. Jesus, please help me. Why won't it just move? Sir, I need you to go to the nearest room and lock yourself inside of it. Do you have a basement or a bedroom that you can lock yourself in? He won't stop staring. I think he's gonna hurt me. Sir, I need you to listen to me. Lock yourself somewhere safe until the officer arrives at your house. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna lock myself in my room.
And you're positive that you're alone in your house, correct? Yes. I'm alone in the house. Wait a moment.
He's moving. He's shaking his head.
What?
He's telling me no. Oh god, I think he can hear us. He's telling me I'm not alone.
Oh my!
Sir, are you still there? Can you still hear me? What was that sound? Is everything okay? Sir?
Do you hear that mincemeat getting... Oh my gosh, dude. That's a lesson for y'all, man. Never take your eyes off. You know, if you're back against the wall, honestly, you got nothing to lose. Like, you're dead anyway. Honestly, when your back is against the wall like that, let's say like you are home by yourself, the police are not gonna be there for 30 minutes and someone is standing against your glass. You actually think you're gonna have time to stay on the phone until they... No. It's me and you, buddy. Now, I'm nerding out on this one because that's freaking me. This next one is called Coryxkenshin Animated Spooky Scary Sunday. It's gotta be the coolest. It's gotta be the biggest fourth wall break. This was uploaded by Fresh Geek and it was sent to us by Iron Wolf Network. This is the coolest, man. This is the coolest.
I am gonna have a great time today. I love spooky.
The accuracy! The accuracy!
I love Spooky Scary Sunday. Do you? I just think that it's, you know, such a de-stressor. I had to deal with some things earlier. I don't want to get into it. The police might might show up, but we don't have to worry about that. Right now, Spooky Scary Sunday is the only thing that I care about. And if anyone gets in the way of my Spooky Scary Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
But not you. You're my friend.
Look how good.
You're my friend, right? I like having friends.
How did they draw? Oh, it's freaking fire.
In the late 1960s, my great-uncle John was traveling by train from his village to another to visit family. He had to change trains at one point.
This guy narrating feels, I mean...
In the late 1960s, my great-uncle John was traveling by train from his village to another to visit family. He had to change trains at one point and was dropped off at what amounted to a platform and a hut in the middle of nowhere. There was no one at the station, and other than a dirt road that led off into the surrounding woods, there was nothing there. He waited for some time, but no train came. It was winter and getting colder and darker, and just about the time he started worrying about a place to stay and some food to eat, an old woman appeared out of the twilight. She asked if he was waiting for a train, and when he said he was, she said it wouldn't be along until the following day. She asked if he needed a bed for the night and offered him a meal and a room at her house. He was glad to accept her offer and stay out of the cold. He took his suitcase and they set off together down the dark road into the forest.
Why are you walking out here, Grandma?
It was more than an hour away, and by the time they arrived at the woman's small two-story house, John was tired and hungry. They went inside and the woman lit some oil lamps and warmed some borscht for them. John finished his soup and asked where he would be sleeping. She led him up to the stairs to a tiny room with a window that contained a single bed and nothing else. He thanked her. They said goodnight and she closed the door.
He did.
Then she locked it, leaving him in the dark. Somewhat creeped out by this, John called to her, but she didn't answer and he heard nothing else. Figuring he would deal with it in the morning and that she had probably done it by mistake,
I gotta pee!
John set his suitcase down and laid on the bed. Before he could fall asleep though, he felt the urge to pee and got out of bed, hoping to find a chamber pot or something he could pee in. He got onto his hands and knees and began to feel under the bed in the darkness, thinking that's where the pot would be if there was one.
It's in the 60s. Who's that? Oh!
He found the body. John went right to the window to see if he could exit the room that way. It was nailed shut.
Bro, I'm
he knew that
breaking
if
it!
he remained in the room, he was probably a dead man. But if he broke the window and tried to get out of the way, there was a good chance that the old woman would hear him and come into the room before he could get away. So he did the only thing he could do. He pulled the body from under the bed, heaved it onto the mattress, and covered it with a blanket. Then he got under the bed and waited. Sure enough, about an hour later, he heard footsteps coming slowly up the stairs and then toward the room. The lock clicked and the knob turned slowly. In the gloom, John saw someone moving toward the bed. Then he heard several sickening thuds. The person had bashed the body on the bed with a large crowbar, which then dropped onto the floor right in front of John. There was silence. Then the person went out the room and the door was shut again. John moved from under the bed and took the crowbar and was able to slowly pry the window open. When the window was up, he threw his suitcase out and dove through himself, not caring what was below him, only worried about what was behind. He landed without too much injury and began to run into a field behind the house towards some light in the far distance. It turned out to be a highway with some military and transport trucks on it, and luckily John was able to get a ride to another village where he could catch a train. He didn't bother reporting what had happened to the authorities, since at that time in the USSR, there was a distinct chance he would have been the one who got into trouble. He just thanked God he had escaped and decided that the next time he traveled to visit relatives, he would take another way.
Annealed film. Missing Halloween. Well, I'm getting good vibes. Oh, it's super cute. This is definitely not gonna be scary. I want to trick or treat too. What just happened? Why is the mom like... Okay, I ain't gonna say nothing. Yay! We're trick-or-treating, guys. Bye, Mom. Talk to you later. Last Halloween. We're out of groceries. Go ahead and play with your friends. We'll be back soon, Mom and Dad. Did he get beat up and robbed for all of his candy? Dang. Yeah, look at his... Hey! How's it going? My name's Tom. You want some candy? Alright, I'll shut up. Oh, she didn't get any candy? Dude, take this candy, alright? We'll both eat one. Yeah. Smile, girl. You found me. Forget dentist. I'm delicious. So this happened last Halloween. Now they're best buds. This Halloween. Bro, this kid is freaking so anime. Oh. Watch where you're going, you idiot. And my camera died. Trick or treat. Hey kids. Here's some candy. Yo, I miss trick-or-treating so much. What just happened? What just happened? Why didn't she get any? hey guys. They having a party back there. Man, these houses suck. Two pieces? Man, why aren't they putting any in hers? There you go. What an awesome guy. Let's be friends. You found me. Dude, is she like dead or something? That's what I'm already getting. Nobody can see her except for him or something? Why wouldn't anybody put candy in her bowl? Hey, Mom! Hey! What is that? I'll take that, thank you. Dude, you're running around in the street. Imaginary friend! I knew it! I knew it! She's not there. What? I'm about to start crying. She's right there! How can you not see her? Beth, tell them you're there! definitely reacting. Beth, we're not supposed to cross the fence. Mom, Beth. Okay. I guess I'm doing this. Traps? What are they hunting out here? Oh! Oh! Bro, be careful. It's gonna be like on Limbo. Ow, he got caught. Your leg is done. Oh, he made it. Thank you. I found you. You found me. How was that scary? That wasn't even scary though. Oh, he died, dude.
You good?
Found him. Oh! Oh no! You found me. That was just a horrible twist. It is Kahadlokan. That's not the N word, y'all. Chill. Estoria. Now, Sapphire herself, alright? Creator of Snarled. Amazing voice of something scary. Asked me if I wanted to react to this herself. Guys, the honor I have been bestowed.
Hi, Oddings. It's your Ate Sapphire. I'm really
Ate. That's gotta be Filipino, right? Tagalog.
excited to share this short that we've been working on. It's what something scary could look like as a fully animated show. If you like it and want to see more like this, please share it with your friends. And consider supporting the show by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/snarled.
Y'all heard the lady? I don't even know why I'm this hyper. I literally just woke up. Uh-oh. Ooh. I love Snarled, guys. Ruby, thanks for watching. Tina. Mark, hey babe, just checking in. Feeling better from this morning?
Maayong gabi. It is currently midnight here in Cebu City, and here's your nightly reminder to be cautious of the creature. There have already been 3 deaths this week.
Oh my gosh.
So wear your garlic, say your prayers, and if you hear its high-pitched call, run. Now, it does not attack everyone. It seems to only be targeting young children and expectant mothers. So please keep your children and any pregnant women you know safe. I'm Annabelle Cruz with the Nightly News.
How you gonna do that without heater? Alright. We might need our RPG for this. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Getting out of Dodge. Ain't got the cross. Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, they got double weakness. They got a child and she's pregnant. That thing looks for both of those. Who knows Tagalog? Help us! Oh, he doing a voodoo chant. Facts. Okay, maybe not facts. Hey, sorry for not responding earlier. Been busy keeping Tina safe. We're good. Staying at her Lola's tonight. Alright. Safe and sound. No trouble here, people. Oh, what the frick is that? What? Why are they jiggling? Seth, are you gonna admit there? I mean, literally, this much time passed after I got attached to that character. I literally just got attached to this character. And then some freaking... Why was they droopy like that? This next one's called A Scary Vacation Story 3, uploaded by our good friend, Llama Arts. How you doing, Llama? Now, this was sent to us by Dario24000. So, the rest of the samurai, just for the next, 10 seconds, move. Get out of the way. Ludacris said it best. Me and Dario right now. How you doing, my friend? My samurai brother from another mother. You sent in a story, and I appreciate you for it. Llama Arts. It's been a minute since we, Llama, we got that.
During my holiday, I spent about 3 weeks in Japan. I arrived pretty late, so I couldn't check into the hotel that I initially booked. So I booked the cheapest hotel that I could find nearby.
Okay.
Aesthetically, it was quite nice, but it did have easy access to the building, meaning anyone could come in and go to any room as they please. Plus, there was no security in sight.
Oh, that's
After
not bad.
arriving in my room, I ordered some food and watched some TV.
That's what
I
you
was
watching?
still pretty jet-lagged from the flight, so I started to get ready for bed. As I was falling asleep, I felt the urge to double-check the door just to see if it was locked. I didn't think anything was going to happen, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Thank you!
About 5 minutes after I checked the door, I heard footsteps outside. Initially, I thought it was someone leaving their room, but the footsteps started to pick up speed. The sound started getting louder and louder, and I started to freak out a little.
Maybe they ain't
All
footsteps.
of a sudden, the sound stopped. I looked at the light shining through the bottom of my door, and there was a shadow of a person. At first, I thought it was room service, but it was too late for that. Or maybe it was some drunk idiot who was at the wrong room.
Bruh.
As soon as I switched my light on, the shadow disappeared. I was confused, but I reluctantly went back to bed. That's when I suddenly heard scratching coming from my door.
What?
So I immediately turned my light on and shouted.
Who's there?
After a moment of silence, I heard the footsteps slowly fade away. At this point, I was thinking it could...
He in Japan, too. Probably don't know a lick of Japanese. I'm like, Dare desu ka? Dare! Jitsu wa kirei na hoteru da yo.
I was thinking it could be some kids messing around, so I got up, opened the door, and peeked my head outside. I glanced in both directions down the dark and slim hallways. That's when my heart stopped.
Bro.
A man emerged from the darkness and ran erratically
close-
towards me.
Close.
His face was contorted as he screamed, and I could see he
Dude.
was holding a knife in his right
Close
hand.
the door!
As he got closer, I could see him more clearly. He had disgusting long, dirty hair. His clothes were ripped, and he had cuts and bruises all over. I quickly slammed my door and pressed against it, praying that the man would just go away. After what felt like hours, I finally gathered my courage and looked through the peephole. He was gone. I let out a sigh of relief and checked the peephole again. My heart started pumping faster than ever before. He was right in front of the door. He was wearing a maniacal smile on his face, and all of a sudden he raised his knife and yelled, "I'm gonna kill you!"
What?
I jumped back and kept my eyes
a
locked
regular
on the
white
bottom
dude?
of the door as I backed up to my bed. I grabbed my phone and started dialing the police. As I raised the phone to my ear, I saw that the shadow was gone. When the police arrived, I tried to explain what happened, and they checked the security cameras. They almost immediately recognized the man. He had been doing this to people for a while now, and the police had been trying to track him down for months. After a long night of no sleep, I finally arrived at the right hotel that I had booked initially in Tokyo.
Thank you.
That creepy guy was still on my mind, but I thought the chances of him being here were pretty slim, so I didn't bother locking my door that night.
What is wrong with
At
you?
12:05 a.m., I woke up to a big bang next to me. I turned around to see the same guy passed out on the floor, with a knife in hand. I was in shock.
Are you?
How did he find me? I quickly ran out of the room and locked him inside.
How you lock him
The cops
inside the
came
room?
and he was finally arrested. Let's just say I'm always going to be locking my doors from now on.
Bro, we thought you was smart in the beginning. You're like, yeah, there's no way he could know where I am. I'ma just leave the door unlocked, even though it's literally zero work to lock the door. Next one's called Laundromat. This was uploaded by our good friends over at Crypt TV. What's up, Crypt? Now, this was sent to us by Colby Hartley. So, everybody, just move. Part right down the middle. Skirt, skirt. Colby, you sent in a story. I want to know how you're doing. I want to thank you. Let's have a little heart-to-heart real quick. Yeah, nice little Sunday. I feel you. Yeah, just watching some Coryxkenshin. Slicing that like button. You sliced her neck? What the freak did she do? Laundromat. Yo, Crypt TV be having a... Their videos are just on point. My gosh! Was it that serious? Oh, it is that serious for her. Okay, my bad. This girl broke out a penny. You know she in dire straits if she carrying that around. Oh, nice. I'm gonna need that. Ooh. Ooh. I didn't yell. I didn't fart. I took that one like a champ. Hello? Oh my gosh, she's dead. I'm scared. I'm so scared right now. Ugh. Bro, just start punching the curtains. Bro, I'm telling you. Don't hide, just jump, bro. Look up, look up. All right, now, bro, she did the opposite of what I said. Get out! Get out! Get out! All right, 1v1. Bro, at some point, you just gotta turn around. Just start fighting them. Bro, you should have been tried that. Bro, come on. Oh, that's what he wanted? Here, take it. Bro. I guess you could say she got a deep cleaning. This next one's called Creepiest McDonald's Horror Story, uploaded by Mort. Link will be in the description. Be sure to check out their other stuff as well. The story was sent to us by Noah Shank. Noah, I come to you with all the respect in the world. Your last name is Shank, alright? I'm not trying to make you mad. Creepiest? Bro, Mort, that animation was crazy. The last one for this week is called Hamster Place That You Don't Want to Go. Now I know that this is gonna be crazy. Alright, this was uploaded by Lee Hardcastle, evil genius that created Curtains. Y'all remember that one, right? I'm gonna be real, I'm scared to even watch this. That man is crazy. This was sent to us by J2 Cold. Jay, you a goon for sending this. That's all I gotta say to you. The Hardcastle. So right off the bat, this kid got some hamster from somewhere without permission. He's way too young to be taking care of a hamster in there freaking. The freak is going on out there? Is that true? Will hamsters really do that? That kid there. FBI, open up! This was basically a claymation on how not to take care of your pets.